Hello my yogis, today 14 of our yoga challenge. So I thought today we would do a bit of a self-love yoga class. We all need a bit of self-love, and with 2020 the way it was, I think we all need it even more. I'm hoping that by the time you're watching this video, things will have got a little bit better. Now the vaccine is out and hopefully things will improve now. So we're going to begin with breathing to begin with. So you're just going to rest your hands on your knees if you're comfortable sitting an easy cross leg. If not, you can have your legs out in front of you. So just relax the shoulders away from your ears, close down your eyes, and we're going to breathe in for 4, we're going to hold it for 4, and then we're going to exhale out our mouth for 6. So on your next breath in, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once again, breathing in deeply for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Last time, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling through the mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let your breath go back to its natural rhythm. You can open your eyes now. So that breathing is very good for soothing the nervous system. So if you do feel anxious at any time, then you could do that. The more experienced and the better you get at it, you can breathe in for deeper and hold for longer. But I thought we'd start off with 4 and 4, as a lot of people find it difficult to hold their breath for too long. So we're going to begin by extending the arms out, right out in front of you. So you want to feel like you're stretching right across your shoulder blades. And then you're just going to wrap the arms around to give yourself a nice hug. We haven't had many hugs in 2020. Let's hope we get a lot more in 2021. So you're just going to take your chin to your chest now to stretch up the back of the neck and across the back of the shoulders. Breathe deeply into your shoulders. Bringing the arms out, so you're taking the opposite hand on top now. Again, wrap the arms around to give yourself a hug, and take the chin to the chest, and take 4 deep breaths here. And release, bringing the arms down. You're going to come onto the fingertips of the left hand, reach into the right hand, and just stretch down the right side of the body. Make sure your right hip isn't lifting up. Keep it grounded down to the mat. And you can just gaze under your armpit. Let your neck be relaxed. Just shake your neck so you're not holding tension in your neck. Inhale and exhale as you come over in the other direction. Again, relax the neck and the jaw. Just gaze under your armpit. Breathe into the left side of your body. And coming back to center. So we're going to rock the baby as it's known. So you're going to take your arm in and under. You can either take it on top and hold on to the shin, or if you can take it in and under. You can have that foot extended out or in, again what's more comfortable for you. And we're just rocking back and forwards. So we're just working into the hips here to release any tension in our hips. And while you're here, try not to collapse down. Keep your spine long and straight. If you need to sit on a yoga block or a book to help your pelvis to tilt forward, then you can do that. And then just lift your foot slightly, working a bit deeper into the hip if it's possible. If not, just stay where you are and just continue to rock, working into the hip joint. And then place that foot down. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to use your hands and you're just going to give that foot a little massage. We all love foot massages. I know there are people I know who don't particularly like feet, sometimes even their own feet. So if you're that kind of person, maybe you could just massage your legs or your calf. But I think most people like a little bit of a foot massage, and we do hold tension in our feet as well. So it's good just to work into the muscles of the feet as well. And give ourselves a little bit of self-love, as I say. It's important that we do take time for ourselves. And then we're going to take the opposite foot again from either above or below. Begin by rocking it backwards and forwards. Into the left hip. You may notice that one hip is tighter than the other, which is totally normal. So just be aware of it and just take it to where it will go. Don't push it. Just listen to your body. It will tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like, so it's important to listen to it. And then bringing it up slightly again if you can. And working further and deeper into the hip. And then bringing that foot down. And again, just massaging the sole of the foot. Just working into any areas of tension, or massaging the calf muscle if you're not a foot person. Just notice when you feel any areas of tension. Just try and massage, get rid of those little areas of tension. And then bring the soles of your feet together. So we're in our Baddha Konasana, our cobbler pose. If you can, bring the heels that little bit further in. If not, you can have them, which is known as diamond pose, so you're out a little bit further, that's fine as well. You pick your choice, it's yogi's choice, whichever is suitable for you. And again, you can hold on to the shins here, or you can grasp onto your feet, but what you don't want to happen is you don't want to be rounding in your back. You still want to be sitting up tall in your spine, holding onto the feet. And our aim here is to take the knees down towards the mat. So you're really opening up through the pelvis area, through the hips, Just take your gaze down between your feet so that you're not straining your neck, keeping your spine long and straight. This posture is very good for anyone who suffers from urinary tract infections. This helps to open up that area, let the blood flow to that area so that the organs are able to work far more efficiently and do their job. And it's also very good for releasing the hips, obviously. And slowly bring the knees in together. I'm going to come round on to our hands and knees into our tabletop. So if you're on a hard floor, you can have a tile or a blanket below your knees, just so it's more comfortable. And we're just going to extend into the toes of the right foot. So just pushing down, stretching down the hamstrings here. And you're going to lift that foot up, and you're going to take it over to the left side of your body. So you're going to squeeze into your kidneys here. Just gaze down towards that foot. Back and down. Now coming onto the toes of the left foot, stretching into the hamstrings again. Make sure that your hands have a good foundation as well, that your hands are spread wide and you're pushing into your fingers as well as your wrist. A lot of people tend to put all the weight on their wrist and then they get sore wrists, so make sure you're pushing into your fingers as well. And lifting that foot, taking it over to the right and just gazing down towards that foot again. And then bringing that knee back in. If you are comfortable sitting in thunderbolt on your knees, then you can sit like this. If you find it difficult, you could tuck a little cushion in behind your knees if it's your knees that are a problem, or if you have a yoga block, you can also use it to place on your feet so you're sitting on the block, and that gives a bit of room between the knees. If you find it really painful, then please just sit with your legs straight out rather than sitting on your knees. So we're sitting up tall in our thunderbolt. You're just going to inhale the arms up. You're going to exhale the palms forward, and then you're going to hinge from your hips. So you want to make sure that you're bringing your belly button into your spine before you come forward, down into your child's pose. You're going to take a few breaths here. And of course, if your legs are straight, you're just coming into a forward fold. Then you're going to slide the arms up, either up your legs or up the mat. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. Push the knuckles down and away and roll the shoulder blades in towards one another. So you're stretching across your chest here. And release. You're going to right foot forward. You're going to come up into a lunge. You can either bring your arms up. If you've got high blood pressure, just stay in your lunge here. Otherwise, bring your arms up, reaching through the fingertips, through the side body. And you want to feel like you're pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward, so you're engaging your legs and your hips. Bring the hands down by that foot. You're going to walk your hands back and bring the toes of that foot up to stretch again down the hamstrings. And then you're going to come forward again on that foot. What you're going to do with this left foot is you're going to swing the foot round, and you're going to come up. So we're in our gate pose now. You're going to use the right hand to stop that knee from rolling in. Extend into the fingertips of the left hand, and then just come down. Again, you don't want to be collapsing forward. You want to keep length through that side. So it's not about how far you get down, it's about keeping the length and the spine straight. And release that arm down. Bring that knee in. And we'll go in the opposite way, so back in to your tabletop. So you're going to step the left foot forward this time, coming up, sinking into the hips. So bringing left hip back, right hip forward. You should get a good stretch right down your psoas muscle into the hip, down the front. Slowly bring the hands to the mat, walking your hands back and bringing the toes of that foot up towards you, so the foot's flexed. And here you want to be wary of collapsing down again. Your back wants to be long and straight rather than collapsing down. If you need to have your knee bent slightly here, that's fine. Back onto the sole of that foot. So it's the right knee now that you're swiveling round, so it's behind you. Coming up into our gate pose. This time using the left hand to stop that knee rolling in. Coming up into the fingers of the right hand, and then hinging down to where you can go without collapsing in your core. Try not to hold tension in your neck, so you can either nod your head or shake it as if you're saying no, just to release any tension. Just gazing under that armpit. And slowly sweeping that arm down, coming back into the middle, so you're on your knees. So I want you to curl your toes under and just walk your hands back so that you're into a little ball. So we're just going to stretch out our feet here, because I say we don't really stretch our feet out enough, and we can't hold tension in our feet, which will travel up to our calf muscles, our hamstrings, and that then has a knock-on effect right up into the back. Walk the hands forward again, come down onto your knees. So you're going to come down onto your back, you're going to hug in the right knee and extend the left leg if you can. If that is painful on your back, just keep that other leg bent with the foot on the floor. Otherwise, extend into the left foot. Make circles with your foot just to loosen that ankle. And then using the left hand, place your right hand down on the floor beside you. Just guide that leg across your body with the left hand to where it will go. You don't want your shoulders to lift, you want your shoulders to stay on the mat. So if your shoulders are lifting off, then you've come too far and you want to come back a bit. So you're into your spinal twist, which is good for loosening up the spine. It helps the blood flow get to the spine. Just taking nice deep breaths, releasing any tension, and then slowly coming back to center. Hugging in the left leg and extending the right, or else keeping the knee bent on the right leg. Just hug it in tight to begin with and rotate the foot. And in the opposite direction. And then placing the right hand on the right knee. Left hand comes to the floor to support you, and just guide the knee across your body again, not letting the shoulders lift, keeping the shoulders on the mat. Breathing into the lower back, into the left side of the rib cage. Concentrating on your breath. And then slowly rolling back on to your back. So either you can extend both legs now into your Shavasana, or you can bring your soles of your feet up so your knees are bent if you're more comfortable with your back like that. Just letting your eyes close for a moment, noticing any feelings, any sensations after doing that bit of yoga. I want you to focus on your heart center. So our heart chakra, the color we visualize here, you can have a choice of rose pink or green, and you choose which is better for you, which you feel resonates with you. And I just want you to focus on your heart center and just visualize either the color pink or the color green. And with each breath, I want you to visualize the color glowing brighter and brighter. And then slowly you can begin to bring warmth and feeling back into your fingers, your toes. You can begin to move them gently. You can continue to stay lying down and go into meditation if you would like, or if you need to get up and get on with your day. Then you can slowly push yourself up into a seated position. So I hope you're feeling calm and relaxed and loved after that. And maybe continue through the day to say a little mantra to yourself of self-love. It could be, I am worthy, I am loved, I am blessed. Whatever you choose is right for you. And just give yourself a bit of self-love today. So I'll see you tomorrow again. Enjoy the rest of your day or the rest of your evening. Namaste. And see you soon.